We're going to be growing tomato on the vine year-round and bringing fresh tomatoes to central Canada, basically focusing on reduction of transportation time, focusing on local food production, and focusing on food security for central Canada.
Why Dauphin and why tomatoes?
So tomatoes are the second most consumed vegetable around the world, next to potatoes. Right now, tomatoes are also one of the easier crops to grow in a greenhouse. And since it's our first venture in greenhouse growing, we wanted to ensure our success by staying with a very stable crop. And there's a huge market. So our first crop will be all tomato on the vine, which are those lovely 5 clusters of tomatoes. And we'll hopefully be planting in the new year very, very soon.
Why Dauphin?
Dauphin is actually, the location is great. In terms of logistics, we're very close to Winnipeg, of course, very close to 5 hours from Saskatoon, Regina. All the distribution centers for most of the large grocery stores are within an easy day's drive. Of course, if we expand out to Calgary, Edmonton, it's still within an easy day's drive for us. The other really good fit with Dauphin is that Dauphin is an agricultural community, and there's so much support for this kind of project in the community, and we're looking at economic development as well for the community. Our first phase will be employing about 25 full-time employees, which is huge for the community of Dauphin.
The greenhouse itself, this is a huge project for the province of Manitoba, really the first of its kind at this scale with the technology that we're bringing here. We've worked with international consultants and suppliers from all around the world really to try and bring the best expertise here to this project in Dauphin. So we're using, really this is cutting edge technology that's being used around the world, and this is really for the purpose of growing tomatoes is ultimately the goal. When you think about sustainability for the project, one of the big things is water, so our water use. And what's really fascinating about the project is that we capture all of the rain, all of the snow, any type of precipitation that comes onto the roof, and we capture all of that, collect it, and then use it to irrigate inside the facility. So inside it's pretty humid in the greenhouse, and so with all the plants growing, with the heat, you end up with a lot of condensation on the inside of the glass, and we capture that and use that for irrigating as well. So we're using every drop of water that we can, we collect to actually feed to the plants.
And you're using natural gas to fuel it? Or?
That's right, yeah. So we're using natural gas boilers. So actually just behind me here, these are our boilers that came over from Europe. And what's interesting about these is that we actually collect the exhaust gas. We strip out the carbon dioxide. So that's typically an emission from burning natural gas. But we actually collect that and feed it back to the plants. They use it for photosynthesis. So it's a super cool thing. It's a win-win. Environmentally, it's great because we have less emissions that way. And it also boosts our yield for the crop.
It means a lot for development. I mean, we got a lot going for us. We're a big little city, but it's everybody's dream to get a development like this in their small community, and this is one of those things, right? I like the fact that it surprises people, but if you really think about it and you learn more about it, it's actually not. It is an agricultural product, and in economic development, we learn that when you develop something new, you're either close to the product or you're close to the market. And we're not always lucky in Dauphin because we're not always close to the market or close to the product. And this is something that really fits us. We are an agriculturally driven economy. And it's a greenhouse, and that's new. There's not too much of that going on in Manitoba. So it's definitely something new, but it is something that fits what we do. I mean, we grow stuff. And to see a tomato plant like this coming here is just super exciting. I'm Dutch, so I grew up amongst lots of greenhouses. So for me, it was something that came as like, what's so special about it? Because I've seen it so much. But if you really think about it, like the Dutch did it because they wanted to learn how to grow product in a very condensed, small space. And the reason why we haven't seen it in Manitoba is because we have so much space, right? But then learning that you can sustainably grow a product all year round is that's top notch, and that's very exciting. And we hope to see other spin-offs, that other businesses will benefit from it, or will come up with their own ideas, or will provide assistance or some sort of other service to the operation. So it's, for us, it's just the start of something new, really.